Well, we're live, and welcome back to Roughneck Adventures. I am the host with the most, the Rough Kid. And we're going to go through this park because we want people to know what they're getting when they come out here. And yes, it's titled Van Life because I literally am doing this tour across the country in a van. So technically, I'm living out of a van. So, yes, van life it is, just in case you were wondering. I'm on a trail in the woods. There's a lake. It goes down a lake, but I'm not going all the way down there. No point in showing you some more water. I showed you enough water in the past reviews. And we just keep on trucking as we walk and climb up and into, well, we're in the park, but into the parking lot. I figured starting off in the path was kind of good because we are at Warriors Path State Park in Tennessee, Kingsport, Tennessee, to be exact. If you're wondering, and we're going to show you as much as we can. Now, you cannot bike on these trails. There's signs posted. I'll show you what those signs say. So we're coming up to the parking lot. So right here, this is what it says. Then it goes there and there and all that. And this is the camp. So on a typical walkthrough, well, as much as I could show you, we try to show as many aspects of the park we can and give it a fair review. Now, I've already seen the bathrooms, but I'm going to show them to you. And we're going to go over that. But as we move forward, we're going to show you, I think, through a lot of it is going to be through this point of view. I'll go back and forth from you seeing my lovely face and come down into here. This is a fire pit. For some kind of poltergeist gatherings, pagan rituals, and all sorts of things that you may want. As I come down these stairs, we'll check out this sign. It's kind of cool looking. Watch where we're walking. And as you can see, they have seating all set up for your bonfire extraordinaire. Little tiny fire pit. Obviously, you don't want to build a fire pit this big, but and you can have your ghost stories around the fire pit, which is all fine and good. Most of these places have some sort of somewhere in the state park that I've been to so far have that ability for everyone to come together and sit around a campfire and possibly tell spooky stories. Or not. I'm coming back up those very same stairs because we got to go over some things. I don't know if I'm going to take you all the way to the camp store, but depending on how far it is to walk to. As you can see, I gotta fix my hat. It's all crooked. Can't have a crooked hat now, can we? All right. So, showing you more of the campsites. That little tiny building there is the bathrooms. The campsites do have electricity and water. As you see, someone is setting up their little RV. Here's what a typical one will look like. You'll get a little spot for a little bit of a fire pit. You get a grill. You get a picnic table, and you get water and electricity. And this particular site, you get a view of the river down there. Or a lake. I don't know. To me, it looks more like a river than a lake, but you get that view. So that is your typical campsite. And most of the places I have been in state camping, they provide electricity. It's not an extra fee. They provide water and some sort of bathroom and bathing things. But we are here at the Warrior's Path. If you're just joining us, and we're taking a look around, and then we're going to give you my overall honest review, in my opinion, what I think of this place. And whether or not it may or may not be for you. That is the point of these. If you're traveling in Tennessee and you might want to check this out, you may want to check this out or not. So I'm going to show you, they do have a kids playground. I'm not going to go all the way over there, but right there, kids playground. So we do have that. We have a kids playground. You have a view of the water. You have what seems to be, overall decent. Oh, well, we found rocks, so that means we're going to have to break out the SCX 30, do some crawling a little later, get some crawling footage, because when I get back home, there won't be any of that because it's 3 feet of snow. And I should be returning home tomorrow or the next day, depending on what we encounter in our travels. And guys, I'm telling you that the store's a long ways away. So in case you're wondering, my van, and we'll walk all the way around this loop, but my van is parked way down there. And yes, once again, we have a view of the water beneath. And it is a good view. I'm not knocking this for that. And we'll get to the good, the bad, and the ugly as soon as we finish this walkthrough. In case you guys just want me to cut to the chase, I have to show you everything for you guys to make your own decisions. But I will give it my rating. Now, see, here's an example of a problem. You see that? This is sites A17. And this electrical box is in disrepair. Favorite kind of cookie? Someone just asked what my favorite kind of cookie is. You know I think they're called s'mores, the Girl Scout cookies with the coconut and the chocolate. That's my favorite kind of cookie. Back to that, sidetracking me with blah 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 stuff. That is not a good sign. That is, someone will be renting that spot. They'll back in and they'll see that looks horrible. That is some of the things that you will find that take away from this park. And they're not all like that, but still, you would think they would have that repaired. Definitely needs to have some repairs there. You know, here we go. Here's an example of an RV parked into a spot. If you got a fifth wheel, you know, the spots are plenty big. And there's more campers down below, as you see between the trees. Once again, you know, we are doing a walkabout. I mean, this is another spot. They obviously put up this rail so you don't back off it. That means somebody probably did back off it at one point in time. So, oh, we got rocks up here. We definitely gonna get the SCX 30 up here playing around a little bit. Got to get a little bit of RC footage, but not during a live stream right now because we are on a mission to review this place. You may have watched me entering, but here, like this is bent. It's not straight. You know, you have a beautiful view, but come on, that's electrical. Let's take a look at the view. I mean, there's trees. Obviously, you don't get a clear shot, but so we have that, and we're going to keep moving forward. And I know these review videos last a little long. Hey, look, somebody else with van life. Whoop. Van life. A lot of us do it. And when I get back home, we'll have a live stream and we'll recap everything that I experienced on this trip and van life in general and all that fun stuff. But until then, this is the last state park we're doing. And I'm about between 8 to 10 hours away of driving away from my home. So very possible to do that in one day. It's very possible. We're going to take a gander at what's down here. You take these stairs. They got some things roped off here. Like these stairs. This thing has a sign that says party events. Let's take a look at these party events. Well, not party events, park events. But anyhow, park events. Excuse me. We are looking at it. You have Adopt a Tree. If you need a map, you can get one there. There's some kind of 47th annual spring festival thing right there. If you're under 16, you need to wear your helmet if you're biking, but there's really no trail for biking that I could see of. And we come around and so forth. Now, coming up, will be the store, which I have no problem with small country stores, but it's very rustic, and I want to just really show you guys, you know, what it may have to offer. If any of you are still watching, so far it's showing 0. So right there is the store. It's also where you would register to be in. Once you come into the park, you have to stop in the office. The store is the same place as the office, which is part of it. Now we have another little station over here before we get to the store. Just some usual stuff. Keep your pets on safe and harm leash thing, and some basically just more event stuff. And here's the store and the dump station. Dump station, it says somewhere that way. Oh, that's another thing. These signs are not exact. We had a sign to tell us the office was for that very turn, and it wasn't. That was something else. We had to come up and around. So the signs are not precise at all. Nice little Warriors Path, gift shop, camp store. You see it. Little wooden building. All the way around is looks like a place to put your bicycle if you're riding, but you're only going to be able to ride on the pavements. I don't see a spot for you to ride. Let's go in and take a look at the store. Camp store hours are 9 to 5:30. What time is it now?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I just want to browse your wares.
Yeah. A lot of stuff crammed in this little store.
I see that. Definitely use the space wisely.
Well, thank you. I had to do something. There was 4 shirts when I started here, and the manager said, "I want 20 shirts."
Oh,
I said, "I want a bigger store," but I just had to go up
did it bigger, huh?
And I just now got in all kinds of new stuff today. I'm trying to figure out somewhere to put everything else.
Yeah, I can see you're in the middle of unpacking and a whole bunch of delivery going on here.
Yeah. Got some cool. Got some Bigfoot. Bigfoot does really good. I got
Well, everyone loves Bigfoot.
Bigfoot blankets.
If you're from our generation, ma'am, it's we remember Harry and the Henderson's Bigfoot.
Exactly. Yeah.
So everyone wants a little bit of Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's true. I got this today too. I just love this. It's a fleece it's got a campfire on it.
Oh, that's cool.
I think it's gonna be beautiful.
I love your chandelier. That's awesome. That's custom. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was a guy that did all of the interior of this building. He
Yeah.
made it. Pretty cool.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I will be moseying on down the road. I just wanted to check it out.
Yeah.
Doing my evening walk.
Are you camping?
Just overnight.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're just doing overnight and then a final push home to Connecticut.
Oh, there you go.
So that's
just
about.
Wait on that snow to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, left for that and then find out we got slammed again. So we're coming back to it. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
But thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for stopping in.
No problem.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that was a glance at the store. It's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, if you like shirts, we had walking sticks, some drinks. Not really any major food items or anything. But town is about 2 or 3 miles away. So that's a plus because you can go into town and get your stocked up on stuff and everything else. But now we're gonna mosey on down back toward my camping area. And I've given you guys a pretty good idea of what to expect here. But there's one thing that we have not touched base on, and we're going to go there now. So please stand by, hang in there, keep watching. And I'm sorry I walk so slow, but I'm running a camera and talking to you at the same time and trying to not get trip or fall or break my neck or whatever may happen because I'm walking and not paying attention. You know, there's some crazy squirrels off in the distance jumping around. And I'm just making my way. But let me show you how I'm walking. Look at that. All right. So remember, no matter what your opinion is, we're in the South. So being polite when you're encountering people is a thing. If you're from the North, you're not used to that, but it's lots of pleases and thank yous no matter what. And yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, or yes, sir, no, sir responses. As you can see, there's more spots here. I believe that road down there goes right down to launch your boat in the water. We're going to take a gander. I'm not walking all the way down there. Hey, look, squirrel. Just doing his squirrely things. They're all over the place. Once again, we're going to go peek over here. But I want to point out, here's another one of those electricals. Different site. Like this is C71. Look, it's almost falling over. You see how bad that's leaning? Yeah, and down there, I do believe, is your boat launch. If you wanted to go cruise around on the lake down there, or still think it looks more like a river, but there's a boat launch right there. Once again, you get the fire things, you get the picnic table, and you get water, and you get a very iffy electrical box. Very iffy electrical box here at the Warriors Path State Park in Tennessee. And we're making our way around. I'm going to show you some more of the lake slash river. They call it a lake. I think it's a river. It looks like a river. It runs through it. Like, the lake is a lot bigger and wider than this. But then again, I'm not from Tennessee. Oh, and here's another one of those electric boxes that are a problem. Look at that. That's all bent over. That is on a hill, all bent over. And look at your water things even, like, bent. Like, and there's the water. See, like I said, there's your launch, the launch, whatever. And I'm sorry, guys, this is a long video, but this is what it takes to go through the camp. And some of you may have just bounced because you're like, this is way too long, and you don't like hearing me talk, and you want action. Well, sometimes when you're camping, you can't always show action. And when I do these reviews, I'm just trying to show you what's in store for you guys. We have one more thing to show you, and I actually have to walk. I walk pretty far from where that is, but we're gonna walk. We're gonna go up there. We're gonna show you. I'm gonna try to find the quickest route to get there. Now, this thing that I'm talking about is like, other than, yeah, the park needs work. It needs work. Okay. Not trying to rain on anybody's parade. But we're going to show you something so you get an idea of what I consider unacceptable. Now, some of you be like, well, you're a roughneck kid. How can it be unacceptable? Listen, even the roughneck kid has his limits, and some things just right down just like are cringe. And we are making our way to probably to one of those things once I find my way back up to that point, which is maybe we have to go up this hill, like, because we're down here with all our RVs. Hey, look, more rocks. Awesome. And we gotta get way over there. So we're taking the off-roading shortcut. Lots of walking I do. Lots of walking. And if you're coming to this video after the broadcast, feel free to skip ahead to whatever point you want to skip ahead to see, but you're going to miss out on some of my reasons and my complete review of this park. Now, see, my van way over there. We got to go way over there to that building. Way over there. So, normally, everything's within a very closer proximity. This, they stuck us way over here from that main entrance. And I got to hoof it. Mosey on down the road, as they would say. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're moseying on down the road. And there's just... And like I said, hang in there with me. I'm going to show you something right down scary. Maybe not to some of you, but let me just say, it definitely, you know my rating system by now if you've been following all these parks. It definitely subtracts a whole lot from this park. I mean it, a whole lot. Oh, cool, there's rocks nearby. I don't have to venture too far. I'll show you. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect rocks for me to play a little bit. Some roots and stuff for me to drive up a little bit. I'm gonna jump across it, the ravine. And remember, I said there's a park here there's a play area for kids. I wasn't lying. We're gonna go right by it right now. As you can see, here's the little play area for the kiddos. You have kiddos, you take them camping, they're gonna want to play. Heck, see those bars right there? You can do pull-ups as an adult on there while your kids play. So you can do pull-ups and chin-ups and exercise while your kids are playing. Should hold your weight. This building. This is where we're going. This is the facility. This is the facilities. Shower, shit, shave, excuse the language. You gotta go to the bathroom. This is where you do it. Multiple doors. All of them say the same thing. They're either locked or not. And yikes. Look. Yikes. Look. You gotta push this down to get there. Does this even work? What the fuck? Okay. Yikes. Does this get the job done? Yes. It has a shower, no shower curtain, because you have locks on the door. It has a toilet that looks like it belongs in a prison. The faucet you have to push down, it has a timer how long the water runs. So if you got a shave or something, which I'm way overdue, you can't do that very well there. It has a blow dryer, but no paper towels. It does have some soap. Obviously, they have thieves here because they locked their toilet paper. And obviously, someone, which I'm not going to stare at that too long, didn't do their thing. And I'm not about to do it for them. But there's stains, there's paint chips, there's. Oh boy. Hygiene. Alrighty. The moment you've been waiting for. Oh, yeah. This is how close I am to my van. It is van life. So yeah, I had to walk basically from one end of this park to the other. I walked down some of the trails. They're not well groomed. I checked the bathrooms, obviously, and I'm not impressed with what I'm seeing. Let's get to the ratings. Shall we? How mean and rotten am I going to be? All right. Let's start with affordability. This is probably double the price of anything in Texas. So, not thrilled with that. You know, you're looking, depending what time of year and everything, you can go up on the site and get their exact numbers. I don't remember the exact prices. We mapped out what places we were going to stay at as we traveled so that we made sure that we had a spot. But 47, $50 somewhere there a night, maybe. Okay. So not horrible, but not the greatest. Especially in my travels. When I was in Texas, I was paying some places $10 a night. And had a lot more to offer and a lot cleaner and everything else. So, all right. So, cost, affordability. One can argue that's cheap, but remember where I've been. So, it's a little bit on the higher side, and during this adventure, it's not the end of the world, but for what you're getting, for what the bathrooms look like, you just saw it, guys. You just saw it. That's a big bet. So number two, hygiene, the wash area and stuff. No, that's not hygienic. If you bring a girl here and she's not from the country and used to like peeing and pooping in the woods or something, that is gonna make them scared to even go in there. And from the girls I have dated, a lot of them wouldn't even want to step foot in there. Like, you know, if you have to take a shower, boom. If you have to go to the bathroom, boom. But you better hope the toilet works and flushes. It literally looks like a prison bathroom. It literally has a feel of a prison bathroom and is unacceptable in my book. So that's horrible. Don't like it. In a pinch, if you've been without a shower for a week, yes, you can do it. But damn, you would put some condoms on your feet or something because you're probably going to get some freaking foot rot from outer space. Some crazy shit that you never heard of, and your feet will all look like green and nasty and gross. So no. All right. So that is gross. Yes. Unacceptable to me. For what you're paying for, unacceptable. Now, if you want to charge me $5 for a night, maybe this would be okay. But you're charging me almost $50 a freaking night, and I don't. I personally don't even want to use a shower. I'm not going to shower tonight because hopefully by tomorrow night or Friday sometime I'll be home and I literally will be able to take my shower at my house with nice and clean and refreshed and beautiful because that even by my standards is way too bad. That's what a bad bathroom looks like at a campground. Just so you all know. I showed you what a great bathroom looks like. That is not good. All right, that was a rant. Yes, exactly. And where are you asking? What campground if you're just joining? Well, Warriors Path in Tennessee, Kingsport. Accessibility to town to get supplies, that's where it shines. You're only like 2 or 3 miles from the nearest grocery store, and it works. It works wonderful. It works great. Um, Activities, guys. There is no activities here. Do what? Like you're literally coming here. You're not gonna want to take a shower. The trails you can't ride bikes on. I'm pretty sure they probably don't even want you to take your dog down them. Like and there's very little of them that I can find. Now there might be more, but I don't think so. So activities, bring your own activities. They have the play escape for the little ones. But what are you going to do as an adult? Bring cards, bring something. I mean, if you're traveling van life, if you're doing van life like I am, you have brought stuff with you. I have stuff with me to do. Obviously, I film and talk to you guys. I also do RC stuff and content, and I have games for later on if I feel like it, or I watch YouTube. But this is an example of a bad scenario. Look at the electrical boxes. Half of them were bent down. That that is just like electricity. You don't mess with that. That needs to be fixed. That's a safety problem. Safety. Should I go on? So should we rate it? Um, damn, damn. I don't even know what. Honestly, one. 1 out of 5. And now I know some of you are like, oh, you're being so harsh. It's not that bad. Guys, you have the internet. If I want to be generous, I can say a 2. But I'm saying a 1 because now not only do you have hygiene problem, but with those electrical boxes, if you get one of those spots with it pointing down, I would walk back up to the office and ask for a different spot. Like like electricity is nothing, no joke, and the kind of current that's running through these are high voltage boxes. What happens if someone gets electrocuted? That's a safety thing. So based on safety and hygiene alone, those two things, if I don't feel safe hooking up to these boxes, like or washing and taking a crap in the crapper, or like it's a good thing I have van life and I have a thing, but like if I'm kind of and I'm a dude and I grew up in the country, so like me taking a shit in the woods is to me, I'd rather just drop drawer in the middle of the field and take a poop. Frankly, like those bathrooms really, really, really need a lot of work. So 1, I'm giving this a 1. 2, if you want to be generous. But from what I'm seeing, guys, just skip this one. How about that? Just skip this one. Only come here if you're spending one night over like I am and leaving the next day early. Do not stay here longer. I don't think it's worth it. And then honestly, like I've seen rest stop bathrooms that look better than that. That literally looks like you're in a prison. Not cool. Not good. Don't like it. So Warriors Path, Tennessee State Park, just skip it. If you're in a pinch, come here just overnight and then get out. But skip it. In my opinion, once again, this is the Roughneck Kids' opinion. You all might have your own opinion. This might look like heaven to you. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. God bless America. But in my opinion, mine, and you can beat me up if you want, I took you and showed you what I was looking at. You you know, those things, unacceptable. Unacceptable. Nope. Skip this park. Don't come here unless you have no other option. I'd rather have you see you pull over on the interstate and just park it, and save your money. It's not worth what's here. Some of you may argue, some of you may have been here, some of you may be from here that are watching. And I'm sorry, this is my opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. You might love this place. I honestly cannot say the same. So you guys know that I've been traveling, and I've been traveling for quite a few weeks, and I've seen some beautifully, beautifully done state parks. This just happens to be not one of them. And I'm sorry for that. With a name, Warriors Path, you think it'd be off the hook with trails and cool things and all that stuff, but it isn't. So, Warriors Path, Tennessee gets a 1 out of 5, and my recommendation is just skip it. But you all have your own opinions. You can come and find out for yourself and experience it if you want. But like I always say, I must close this out. I must get dinner, and I'm off to an early start on the road tomorrow. So get off that recliner, shut off that TV, put down that damn remote, walk to your door and turn the handle, because you never know what adventure awaits. And I'll see you around the globe.